Hi, everyone. Welcome. We are back again for another Tarot Tuesday. It's always so exciting to connect with this group and to be able to do these readings for you. So thank you for being here. It is just such a pleasure. I really enjoy this group that has come together. And I thank you all for giving me the opportunity to read for you and do what I love to do. So good evening to Millie. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hello, Doreen of the Children's School of Yoga. Good evening to Karen Suki. Yeah, happy Laura B Tuesday. That's cute. I like that. Thank you, Karen. So I see we have a few people in the chat. My number says we have 6. That's wonderful. 6, that's Venus rolled, the number of love. So, hello, Scotty boy. Thank you for joining us. It's nice to see you here this evening. So what is new? Hello to Megan. Thank you for joining. Wow. So what is new? What is new this week? Lots of energy shifts. A lot of crazy energy, actually, is what I've been feeling. I don't know about anyone else, but I find I need to stay away from any type of social media, any news, whether it's, I don't watch mainstream news, but sometimes I'll read headlines on my phone. But it doesn't matter if it's mainstream or not. It just seems like there's a lot that is bubbling beneath the surface, and some of it's starting to come to the surface. And I know for me, that energy can leave me feeling very ungrounded. So I'm just trying to be aware of what's going on in the outside world, but not absorb what's going on in the outside world, if that makes sense. Hello, Bonnie Binsky. Thank you for joining us. Yes, good to see everyone here. This is funny. I use my phone over here because it's easier for me to scroll back in the chat if I need to do that. And then in front of me, I have my computer. And they both show there's a different number of people in the chat. So yeah, you never can rely on YouTube, because if you do that, it's going to be very inaccurate. So so I've noticed, what have I noticed? There was something I was going to bring up. I've noticed that people may be experiencing shifts in perspective, maybe even questioning their beliefs, the foundation. And I really cannot stress enough that it's important to stay in your own power. Never give your power away to anyone or anything, because the outside world or influences of other people, if you're not good and grounded, that can kind of shake you some. And I feel like it's normal to question things, but when we get to the point where we start questioning our whole belief system, I have to wonder how much of that is people weren't really grounded to begin with, or people just giving their power away. So, Scotty boy, I question a lot of things, but when it comes to, there are some deep truths for me. And when it comes to those things, I feel like I'm strong enough in myself that I can't even say I give my power away to, not even to spirit, because we are one with spirit. So when I receive messages or intuition, I understand that I feel called to do something, or I feel called to say something. I never feel like, well, Spirit told me to say this, my guides told me to do that, because I don't believe, and this is my personal belief, I don't believe that that is true for me. I believe that's skirting around accountability. And that, in a sense, is giving away your power. You have to remember that that intuition, although it comes from source or God or great spirit, whatever word you want to use, because we are one, it is spirit, it is us, it is our intuition that leads us on the path we are meant to be on. So, yeah, I really think that people are getting a little bit confused from what I've seen in whether it be their faith, religion, spirituality, perhaps giving too much of their power away to outside influences, or not seeing that these spirit guides and great spirit and the angels are really one with us. So, good evening to Angela. Nice to see you here. I just listened to a podcast that has me wondering what all this 3D reality is about. Yeah, that's interesting. I do question our 3D existence a lot, because there are so many different theories about, are we in a simulation? There are people who believe, and this is not my belief, but there's people who believe that the Earth is like a prison planet. I personally don't believe that. I believe Earth is more like a school for learning and growing. And I believe it's not for the faint of heart. I believe it's for more advanced souls, or maybe not so much advanced. Well, yes, advanced souls, older souls, souls who really can handle the lessons that we're presented with here on Earth. I think there are so many out there right now who are being led astray. Yes, I agree with that, Karen Suki. And that's why I say that we need to be firm in our own power. Don't give your power away to anyone. And definitely those who come here seeking a reading from me, I know nothing. I just read the cards. I just follow my intuition. I say what comes, and you know what's true for you. So I would never tell anyone what they should do. The only thing I show you is what the energy looks like if you were to follow this particular trajectory, what a likely outcome would be. And yes, Millie, discernment is always necessary. Also, awareness to thoughts coming from your higher self or a projection. Absolutely. Absolutely, Millie. Hello to Chris, the volunteer. Thank you for joining us. It's nice to see you here. Yeah, I think what I find concerning and recently in the spiritual community is that there are so many young people who are very influential, and they're looking for their place, and they're having these awakenings, and they follow spiritual teachers or spiritual teachings, and then something happens along the lines of that teacher no longer feels aligned with the path they were once on. And maybe they are called in a different direction, and it leaves those followers feeling abandoned or feeling like, what happened? Was I led astray? What do I believe? Because I'm not sure that they're really questioning that, and they don't have the life experience yet, because you can be wise and young. However, there's some lessons that only come with life experience, with age. And I think it's important, especially as people who have been on this path for a while, that you remind the younger generation or the newly awakened that the only person that should hold their power is themselves, that they need to adopt their own beliefs, not the beliefs of a teacher or guru or something outside of themselves, that the real truth is within. All the answers are within. Yeah, wise and young, and you can be old and dumb too. Absolutely, you sure can. Good evening, Victor of Truth Wave. Hello, and hello, Witchy Trista. Yes, and so some exciting news. I will be live with Witchy Trista this Thursday evening at 7 p.m. on my channel. We will be doing some healings, and perhaps I'll pull a card for people. We will just see what comes up. So that's really exciting. I'm pretty excited to do that. Hello, Maria. Thank you for joining us. So I've been on long enough and talking long enough, and I think all of you here, I have a lot of life experience, and you get what I'm saying here. So just stay within your power, and really, if you start feeling like you're questioning things, always turn within and ask yourself what you believe, what is true for you, and that's really all we can do. And yeah, so it's again just so happy to be with this community, because you all teach me a lot. I every day I wake up and I just ask God or Great Spirit to reveal to me what I don't know, what I'm not seeing. And I learned so much for from this community and from many others. So thank you all. We will get started. I'm going to connect in with the group energy, and we'll start with our group reading, and then I will open us up for individual readings, and I will close this out with our pick a card, so that way everyone receives a personal message. Oh, very nice, Millie. Thank you. I'm excited to connect with Trista. Okay. Yes, Scotty boy, that is perfect. Sometimes it's good. Whoops, I need to look down here. Sometimes it's good to sit on one's readings for a while before you jump on another one. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that, Scotty boy. I always recommend that you definitely don't repeat the same question for at least 3 months. I say 3 moon cycles. Possibly longer. I mean, if you're receiving reading after reading after reading, you need to question why. Why are you looking outside yourself for the answer? Is it because you're just curious, or are you seeking external validation? Because if you're coming from a place of needing the outside world to validate for you, to me, that's giving your power away. And also, you need to allow the energy to shift. You need to allow the outside world to catch up with your internal vibration. So, yeah, at least 3 months before you receive a reading on the same question. And for general guidance, yes, once a week, once a month. That's I mean, you know best. You know what your reasoning is and where you're coming from as far as why you're seeking readings. Yeah, it's not good to have people in your energy giving your energy away a bunch of times. I agree with that, Millie. Okay, absolutely. So I am missing some of the chat because it is scrolling a little faster than I can read. But yeah, so let's get started with our group reading. Let's see what is coming up for this group for this week. Let's get a general message for the group for the week. Okay. All right. I see this one here. Love. It says love to the moon and back. So love is the highest vibration you can feel. Connect in with love this week. I see love in many forms surrounding this group this week. I see self-love. I see love that you have or with, because we're one with Great Spirit. So love that you have for the Creator, love that you have for the universe. I'm also seeing some romantic love here for some. So maybe just a spark that rekindles an already existing connection and makes you feel closer. This could be new connection for some, but I'm not really seeing new love. And that's not to say that doesn't apply to some, but what I see is love that's already in your life becoming stronger. That's what I see for this group and back. So sit with the feeling of love this week. Whenever you think about it, just stop and pause and feel love in your heart. You don't need to have a reason, but feel love and really expand that love. Make it grow as big as you can. If you need to use a memory or a visual to connect you in with that love, like when I really want to expand, I think about that first time that I held my son when he was born. That was just a magical moment. I think of that love, and that helps me to raise up that vibration. So whatever that love is that gets you really excited, feel that this week. And now let's get a theme for this group for the week. Oh, wow. So Karen Suki, yes. I've been thinking I need to contact an old, I don't even know how to say that, but basically that means an old flame. Known him since I was 21. Wow. Well, Karen Suki, if that's what your heart is calling you to do, follow that. Okay. Let's get a theme for this group for the week. Oh, and they're rolling away on me. We'll let them go. And here we are, Mountain Road. I know we've had this one before. Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. You've been climbing the mountain. You have been taking the steps that you need to take. And I saw something interesting recently. This makes me think of that. The path is revealed to you as you walk it, not before. So continue following that path. You're already on the road, and your questions will be answered as you proceed. So success is waiting for you at the top of this mountain. And I see that, it gets more narrow as you get to the top, but it's also a shorter distance. So if you're facing maybe some of the more difficult tasks that that you need right before the success comes, keep going. Don't let that deter you just because things get hard. Success is right there. Success is within your reach. So keep moving forward. Okay. All right. Now let's get a message from our soul. A message from our soul. Scotty Boy says, I'm not in contact with anyone from my 20s. Occasionally I am. I've had friends that pop in and out. Yeah. But on a regular basis, no, I don't think I'm in contact with anyone from my 20s either. Okay. Let's get a message from our soul. I'm seeing this one here. It doesn't want to come out, but that is the card. Okay. Inner spring. Okay, so the springtime, things are getting ready to bloom. The inner spring, what seeds are you planting? What seeds are you nurturing at this time? Ask yourself this week, how can you nurture your goals just a little bit more? What can you do to feed those goals, to allow yourself to see what comes next in this cycle of where you are? Because I see things in bloom around you. So again, that aligns very much with that mountain road, with that success. So continue to take the necessary actions, continue to dream, feed your dreams, feed your passion, your desire. This is really the time to work with that energy. Create that plan. And again, you don't have to know every detail. The path will reveal itself as you walk it. So the springtime, I'm seeing also connecting in with your heart. Connect in with your passion. Check in with yourself and ask your soul what it's longing for right now. What would your soul like you to create in this lifetime? What would your soul like you to create at this time? And allow yourself to attract opportunities to you. Allow yourself to attract the people, places, and circumstances that will be for your soul's highest good. So your inner spring, that is the season you are entering. And that is so fitting because for those of us here in the Northern Hemisphere, we just had the beginning of spring, the first day of spring. What was it? Was it the 20th? The spring equinox. Okay, so let's see. What are we manifesting? What are we manifesting? Okay. Crown chakra. So connecting to source, connecting to creation, connecting to all that is. I feel like this is the beginning also. So Spirit's drawing my attention to new beginnings, to alignment, to possibility. Connect in with possibility. What is possible at this time? There are many, many possibilities. So connect in with that energy. See your life the way that you want it to be. feel that energy. Don't worry about the how, because you will know what steps to take at the right time. Your destiny, your purpose will not pass you by. So really become one with the Creator. Become one with everything around you, and allow yourself to feel that light, that energy. Sorry, I'm losing my voice here. Allow yourself to feel that come down into your crown chakra, the top of your head here, and allow it to pass through your body. When you can link in with your crown, your heart, and your root, that when you feel that energy go through that line, you know that you've tapped in. Oh, wonderful to hear that. Doreen says, Laura, yes, 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 to so much that you were saying tonight. Oh, thank you for that confirmation. I'm happy it's resonating with you. Okay, so let's see. What will assist us in connecting in with the crown chakra? What will assist us with that? Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. So release your heavy burden. Delegate responsibility to others if you need to. Know that you've been working hard and you've been carrying a lot, but you're near the finish line. You didn't do it all in vain. All of this experience, all of this wisdom, all this whole journey, everything, the knowledge that you've gained along the way, everything you've picked up is for a reason. It may feel like you can't do much more, but you are near the finish line. Know that, and it's okay to lay some of this heaviness down. Give it to Source. Delegate if it's within your personal life, whether it's at home or at work. Allow others to assist you. You don't have to carry everything alone. And let's get one last message for the group. What angel would like to work with us this week? Oh, Spirit said stop here. So the message comes from Archangel Ariel. I am the Lioness of God, Archangel of strength and courage. Call upon me for the self-confidence to fearlessly face any situation. And the affirmations you can use. I stand in my power and courage. I embrace the limitless possibilities that await me. Okay, so that is what I have for the group. I am hoping that resonates with you in some way, and I am sending you all so much love and so many blessings. And now, if you would like a personal reading, then please type in the chat in capital letters that you would like a reading. I will write your name down, and we will let Spirit decide who gets a reading this evening. I will just draw the names at random. So I'm just going to take a sip of my water because I'm losing my voice. Okay. Yes, I thought that was the perfect card too, Karen Suki. Absolutely. Okay, Clarence, I will write your name down, and welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before. Okay. So Clarence, let me write your name down. Who else would like a reading this evening? Oh. Karen Suki says, I'll just take my reading through others. Yes, Spirit brought you here for a reason. And I always say, listen to others' messages, because Spirit speaks through others' readings to you. It's interesting. So many times I've been listening to someone's reading and I'm like, wow, that applies to me. I feel like they could be talking right to me. Okay. And Karen Suki says last week the whole hour was for me. Yeah, that is wonderful. Okay, would anyone else like a reading this evening? So far I just have Clarence, and absolutely I can get to one reading. That is not a problem. Okay, so Clarence, if you could type your question into the chat. What is your question? It could be a general reading. It can be something specific that's on your mind. Looks like a light night. Yeah, that's okay. Sometimes that's the way it goes. I feel like that group message is a lot to absorb. That there was a lot there. Yeah, more probably will come in. I would like to know my soulmate, what are they like? Okay, so Clarence, let me just connect in with your energy. Just gonna get the cards here and collect in with your energy. So Clarence, when I connect in with your energy, I'm hearing the words lighten the load. So I don't know if you have a lot of responsibility. Maybe there's a lot of things you've been doing. Perhaps even thinking. Requires a lot of thought, a lot of focus, attention. But Spirit's drawing my attention to lighten the load. So what can you give to others? And I'm smelling something cooking. I don't know why I'm smelling cooking. That's different. I don't know, Spirit's referencing, drawing my attention to something in the kitchen, perhaps sharing cooking, sharing meals. I'm not sure. Okay. So let's get a card for you about the soulmate. Am I hearing a waterfall? I don't know, Scotty boy. You know what? Right now, my computer, the fan just kicked in. It's a gaming computer, and I didn't buy it because I game. This computer, I got it on sale many years ago, and I just really liked Alienware computers. I thought it had good graphics, but I noticed it takes a lot of power to run, so it could be the fan kicked in. Okay, so back to Clarence. Let's get a card on your soulmate. What can you show me about the soulmate? Oops, piercing. Go with this one. Okay, so the card that I drew is reward and recognition. What I see here is this soulmate is someone that you're going to be collaborating with, someone that you share skills, a certain skill set with, you share a certain project with. Maybe you have certain information to give, and this other person has another piece of the puzzle. And I'm seeing the number 3 here. So the 3 is about expansion and growth. So what I'm seeing is perhaps someone that shares the same goals, the same same foundation that you do. I feel like this is an aligned relationship, but what I do see is things will be slow moving here. That this is something that will happen organically over a period of time. I don't feel forced energy here. I don't feel like a rush of passion or desire. What I see is very grounded and practical. And I see a sense of being humble, humility. And this may be either you or the other person. But what I'm hearing from spirit is to remain grounded. Yeah, so it's not like someone that's going to sweep you off your feet. It's a very natural coming together is what I see here. And this could be either in a workplace or it could be a hobby, but something where you work together. And I feel like it your soulmate, yeah. There may be a lot of growth, and understand that with growth there can also be challenge, but not challenge in a negative way. What I see with challenges is like someone who challenges you to be a better version of yourself, someone who challenges you to grow, someone who challenges you to lift yourself up, to expand your world. That's what I see by challenge. So let's get another card for you. Let's see how you can work with this energy. All right, so I see the universe has come out. This would be like the world in the traditional tarot. So what I see here for the world and working with this energy, this could be someone that you meet through travel, through opportunity, or perhaps, and I'm seeing the number 3 again. So we have 2 3s, 3 3. Again, expansion, growth. So perhaps someone that you travel with. And I just see like meant to be seen, meant to be bigger. So Spirit's saying here, like, you didn't come here to play small. That you have a purpose, you have goals, you have desires, you have dreams. Follow that path, because that's going to open up many opportunities for you. That will open opportunity for you to attract the people who are aligned with you into your life. Yeah, and I see this person as challenging you to look at the world through a different lens, to shift your perspective. Perhaps introducing you to different, I'm seeing perhaps culture, food, opportunity, a different life, a different path. But it doesn't mean that you abandon the old. What I see here is like you integrate newness. So yeah, don't be afraid to get outside your comfort zone. It is what Spirit's telling me. That I'm hearing life begins at the edge of our comfort zone. That's where life begins. That's where opportunities open themselves and present themselves to you. Okay. And now I don't see somebody in your life already, but they could be. I'm not saying this isn't a person in your life, but what I see is that the energy is slow moving. So it may take time. This person could be in your life, but it will take time for them to reveal themselves to you. Take time to reveal the connection. Okay, so let's get one last card for you, Clarence. What is the likely outcome here? So I see this will be a very balanced relationship. We have balance here. I see give and take. I see a balance between the higher realms and your physical reality. So what I'm seeing is there's balance between your belief system and the way that you live your life. And I see you having many resources as well. So this is someone who will help you grow both personally and spiritually, is what I'm seeing here. And to help you to become a well-rounded person. Someone who is in control of their physical reality, their emotions, their beliefs, and aligns their action to their belief system. So I feel like this soulmate balances you out as well. You balance each other. A lot of give and take here in this relationship. So Clarence, that is what I have for you. I'm hoping that makes sense. And I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. A famous quote by Laura B. What was my famous quote? I don't know what it was. Okay. All right. So Karen Suki, yes, what is your question this evening? Karen Suki. Oh, I like that. Life begins at the edge of our comfort zone. Yeah, I think I've heard that somewhere. I don't think that's an original from my mind. Okay, a general reading. Let me just grab a sip of my water. Okay. So Karen Suki, let me just connect in with your energy. And I'm hearing music playing, like uplifting, lively kind of music. So I think what Spirit's referring to when I connect in with your energy and I'm hearing this music is about raising your vibration. Finding ways to laugh. Focusing on what makes you happy. And I'm feeling a lot of joy in my heart. So what I'm sensing is that even through the challenges, you're still finding ways to be grateful and ways to express your joy. Okay. So let's get a card here. What message does the universe have for you? For Karen Suki. Let me see this one here. Okay, emotional withdrawal. And this is what this card looks like. So I'm seeing some, feeling at peace and joy in spite of it all. Oh, that's wonderful. So what I'm seeing is, this sense of peace, finding peace in the moment. is what I see here with this emotional withdrawal, because I see the waves coming in, but they're not coming in fast or crashing. What I see is just this slow, I don't know if you've been to the ocean. I grew up near the ocean, but I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't been physically, you've probably seen it on television. But when you just sit at the edge of the water, you're not in the water, but it starts moving to you, and then it goes back and comes to you and goes back. And what I see here is that there's this sense of peace. There's this sense of letting go, that although things haven't always worked the way you would like them to, I'm sensing being at peace with the way things are, because you know that I feel like you're coming to the end of this cycle where you've learned that things didn't work out not to harm you, but to put you on the correct path, to allow you to find that emotional fulfillment. And that will come. But now is the time to just cultivate peace and not to worry about what's happening outside of you, but to find that peace within you. The peace that only the Creator, the I Am, can give. So I'm seeing, peace, just letting things go, giving it to allow the emotion to come and go is what I see. Rather than identifying anything, rather than sitting with one emotion, just allow the waves to come and go. Yeah, oh, okay. So Karen Suki says, I've lived at the beach twice and miss it very much. Yes. Yeah. That is the one thing I miss about where I lived before New Hampshire. I was right at the water. Yeah, you're right. TV ocean is not the same as the real thing, but what I was drawing her attention to was the movement of the wave, like the visual part of the in and out, not the feeling that you get. Okay. Yeah, be still and know that I am God. Absolutely. But just to allow the emotions to come and go is what Spirit's saying here. Ride the wave, just be with it. And what I see here is that also it's okay to have multiple range of emotion in one day. That is normal. But just to be with it, just to allow. Now is the time to allow. And let's get another card for you, Karen. Okay. So harmony, this would be the Lovers. So I'm seeing a connection here. This may be a connection with, I don't sense a new person. I'm seeing a connection with someone you already know, a coming together, being in sync. So whatever this emotion, this timeout, this pause, it's not really the time to overthink things. It's a time to just be, and that will allow you to bring more peace and harmony into your relationships, because I see this has to do with relationships, with connecting with other people. And I see this perhaps as one specific person where there is a sense of belonging, a sense of togetherness, and a heartfelt connection. But again, Spirit's saying don't overthink it. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in extreme emotion. Just allow the emotion to come and go. And I see some give and take here as well. So a balanced relationship. A relationship where neither one of you is looking for something specific from the other person. That you both just have, I feel like companionship. You both just have this desire of connecting, of being companions. And I see like this being in the moment as well, not having expectations, if that's making sense to you. And let's get one last card for you here. Okay. It's definitely on your mind. There is another, okay, I was looking for Karen Suki's comment. There is another possibility that I think might be who. Oh, okay. All right, so maybe lots of men in my life. Wow, okay. So let's get one last card for you here. Okay, Spirit's telling me this is the one. And again, balance has come out for the second time. So I feel like there's some give and take in your life. There's personal balance here for you. I feel like not just relationships, but balance in your emotions, balance in your physical world, balance in your spiritual world, and really balanced beliefs. But Spirit's saying everything in moderation, because I'm being drawn to like the mind. So again, not overthinking. But yes, there's a time where we need to be in our thoughts because perhaps we need to create a plan. And then there's a time where we can just let go and allow Spirit to guide. So I see things coming into balance for you on a personal and spiritual level. And I see the wings here. I'm really drawn to the wings in this balance. So what I'm hearing is that you are being watched over, that you have a guardian angel. You have a spiritual team who are looking out for you. So perhaps doing some more connecting in with that spiritual team, because I'm feeling this strengthening of faith, strengthening of your relationship with your higher self and with the Creator. Okay. And Karen Suki says, yes, I have 2 guardian angels and connecting with my guides more. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So Karen Suki, that is what I have for you. I am hoping that resonates, and I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay. Okay, yes, exactly, Karen Suki. Okay, balance, don't overthink, allow the emotions to come and go. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I believe that is everyone that asked for a personal reading. So Sonia, there's a Sonia here. Okay, Sonia, if you are here, what is your question? I didn't see Sonia come in, so welcome, Sonia. If you would like to type your question into the chat, in capital letters. That way I don't miss it. And I will just grab another sip of my water. Oh, not Sonia. What is it? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Yeah, that's the one, Karen Sugi. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Sonal. Okay. Yeah, that was a nice reading. That's it, what Suki said. Sonali. Okay. Yes, what is your question? If you could type it into the chat, it can be a general reading or a specific question, whatever it is you would like to know, whatever you would like guidance on. Okay. So we have, yes, Sonali, yes. Just waiting on the question. Okay, so yeah, we did have some nice what's coming towards me in love? Okay, I see it now. Yes, what's coming towards me in love? Okay, I don't know why that didn't show up there. That's weird. Thank you for retyping that. All right. So let me just connect in with your energy. Sonali, just connecting in with your energy. When I connect in with your energy, this is different, but I have like full body tingles. And I'm not really sure why that is. That's new. So this could be about anticipation. Perhaps you're new to having someone connect in with your energy like this. So I feel like almost like some butterflies. I only see what you allow me to see. So there's it's a safe space. Okay. I'm also feeling a lot of tingling in my crown chakra and in my third eye. So I'm sensing like you're already a very intuitive person, already very connected with the spiritual realm. And I feel like you already have the ability to manifest whatever it is that you desire, whether you're aware of this or not. That really just focusing your energy on the outcome that you wish for would serve you well. I am single. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get a card for you. Sonali, what is coming towards you in love? And I see this one here. Okay, so patience and planning is the card that I drew for you. So I feel like this is a waiting game, is what I see here. That you've been through many seasons and things are happening for you, but probably slower than you would like. So patience and planning. Yeah. I'm drawn to the center of the two pillars here. So I'm seeing like spring and autumn. Or sorry, not spring. Summer and autumn is what I'm seeing here. And the number 7. So I feel like July could be significant for you. This could be when a meeting takes place. And timing, what I like to caution people is timing in tarot is not always 100%. And especially with me, because I don't think I get timing exact. I've had people tell me I do, and then others who said, well, it happened around this time. So July could be significant, but pay more attention to summer because it may not necessarily be July. It could be June, July, August. But I feel like in that time frame, in the summer months, is where a meeting could happen. And things may progress slowly, but by the autumn, that's when you would see the changes in your physical reality. So summer into autumn, I feel a connection here. So Spirit saying just be patient. Be patient. Set your intentions for what it is that you want to have happen. Put it out there to the universe that you are ready for connection. You are open to receive love. And then allow it to come to you. So this may be your planning period right now. How are you signaling to the universe that you're ready to receive? And let's get another card for you. How can we align with this? Okay. So I see moving on. Moving on. So what I see here is this sense of what would you like to leave behind? What hasn't worked in the past? And I'm feeling like this sense of relief as well. Relief because there are brighter days ahead of you. There's light, there's relief, there's hope. There's like a lighter feeling is what I'm sensing here. So what lessons have you learned from things that have not worked out for you? Because that's what Spirit's drawing my attention to. If there's any loss or heartbreak or thoughts about things not working out, that Spirit's saying address those at this time. Ask yourself, What have you learned? And what would you like to take with you? And what would you like to leave behind? Because that will assist you in bringing in aligned relationships. Because sometimes we're aware of, of what it is we're looking for. We may say something like, I want a loving relationship. But we're not always clear on what we don't want. And I think as we gain experience, as we live our life, we become more clear on, oh, I don't want to repeat that again. So what are you ready to let go of? What are you ready to leave behind? Yes, I am ready now, single for so long. Okay. Yeah. So just allow yourself to leave the past in the past. Allow yourself to say, here's what I learned, and now I'm ready to move forward. Because I'm sensing like you've learned, how do I word this? Like what signs to look for in a specific type of person that you don't want to be with. So you've learned how not to ignore signs. So hopefully that's making sense to you. You've learned how to express yourself. I'm seeing the color blue here. So expressing yourself will be important for you. Just presenting yourself with confidence. Being clear about what it is, what your boundaries are. And let's get one last card for you. And I see, yeah, love begins. So an opportunity for a relationship that will make you very happy. An opportunity for a relationship that is aligned with your heart and your desires. And not just someone else's heart and desires. But this will be a more giving, a more mutual relationship. And just allow your love to flow. Allow yourself to give and receive. Because I see happiness. I see newness. Compatibility. So that is what I have for you, Sonali. I am hoping that resonates. And I am sending you so much love and so many blessings. Okay. All right, so I do see the smiley faces from Sonali. And Karen Suki says, wow, what a card pull. Bonnie Binsky says, yes, awesome read. Okay. Okay, Maria. I believe that last week we did a reading because you had just had the cyst removed. And we did a reading about healing. And prior to that, we did a reading about how we thought the surgery would go. So I don't feel like it would be wise to keep repeating the same or very similar question. because it's still all about the same energy. Whether it goes from cyst to root canal, we're still in the same energy. So what I would suggest, what I'll do is I'll pull an angel card for you and see what guidance the angels have for you, because I don't think we're going to pick up anything more specific than what I've pulled for you already. But I don't want to leave you hanging. I do want to give you some guidance. So let me pull an angel card for you and see, with this energy, with this ongoing issue you're having, what would the angels like you to know? Just connect to energy. Okay. For Maria, for the dental, let's see. All right. So the message is from your guardian angels, and this is regarding the dental issues. Ask for our help to release the fear-based stories you tell yourself. Let us replace them with the magic that was meant for you. And the affirmations you can use: I am the author of my own fairy tale. My life is a story of love, adventure, and magic. So you can say these words and call upon your guardian angels to help you to release the fear surrounding this situation. Oh, wow. Yeah, the dentist told me that it may lead to a root canal. And I can totally understand why that would be distressing. So allow your guardian angels to step in and assist you in putting your mind at ease, your mind, your body, and your soul. And Maria, I just have a small suggestion for you. I don't know if you are familiar with EFT tapping, but it really does help to calm the nervous system. And it helps us to rewire our brain, because our brain may tell us stories in our mind, and our brain can contribute to us feeling anxious, and then our body starts to respond to that. And then we're not even thinking about fearful things, and our body is still in an elevated state of alertness, and we may find it hard to relax, hard to find peace. So I suggest looking up EFT tapping. You can type it in Google, you can put it in YouTube, and the people that I highly recommend are called the Tapping Solution. And that was an app. I don't know if you have the App Store on your phone, an app called the Tapping Solution. Or you can type the Tapping Solution into YouTube. And it just takes a couple minutes to do a tapping meditation. It has helped me a lot. I have had a lot of anxiety in my life, and I just think it could help you to bring your baseline anxiety down and start to get a little more peace. Yeah, the Tapping Solution, I highly recommend it. By Nick Ortner and his siblings, Jessica Ortner and Alex Ortner. Yeah. Maria, I am no stranger to PTSD and panic attacks. I have been there. I don't know if PTSD ever goes away. I think For me, it's been treatable. My symptoms are a lot less than they used to be. And the anxiety comes and goes, but it does get better. But definitely for PTSD, the tapping. Okay. So anyway, that's what I have for tonight. Let's do our pick a card. So if you would like to receive a personal, you are so welcome, Maria. If you would like to receive a personal message, we're going to do our pick a card, and you can choose the number 1, 2, or 3, and I will pull a card to see what your message is. Okay, so let's get a card for number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so if you chose the number 1, your number is 31. Your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. In your affirmation, I am disciplined. If you chose number 2, your number is 17. The quality of work you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. In your affirmation, I am independent. Oh, Angela, that's so good to hear. Angela says, thank you. These readings really helped me tonight. You are welcome, Angela. And if you chose number 3, your number is 999. Thank the past for your lessons and leave it where it belongs, so you can make the best of the life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. In your affirmations, I am unique. You know, Scotty boy, I'm always 3 as well. 3 has shown up in my life since I was very, very young. And then I learned a few years back that I'm a life path 3. So it all started to make sense. So yes, 3 is always my number. So thank you all so much for being here tonight. I'm hoping these readings resonate with you in some way, provide you the clarity that you're looking for. I am just so amazed by this community, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you could give this a thumbs up, refresh your screen when I end the stream, and leave a comment. Subscribe. I am here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Share this with someone who you feel might resonate with these messages. And I did pin my personal information if you would like to book your own private reading or healing. I've left the link to my website, my email, and if you feel called to make a donation, I've left links to my PayPal and Venmo as well. I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to this Thursday, I will be here at 7 p.m. Eastern with Witchy Trista. We will do some healings, perhaps some card pulls, and we will have a fun, exciting night. So I hope to see you there. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay whole, and as always, let spirit guide.